What's going on, guys? No Guides here. Welcome back to another video. What if I told you that every single time you take a clear shot, you can guarantee a goal? Well, that's exactly what I will do. I'll only have 3 shots in a game, but I'll always guarantee the goal. There's 3 things that I think are important for guaranteeing the goal, especially when you reach an elite player. Number 1 is positioning. Number 2 is awareness. And number 3 is understanding of the situation. Now, they're all different. The first thing is awareness. Now, awareness comes with, for example, understanding where the players are, where the goalkeeper is, and then where the goal is. So in this situation, as you can see, I'll show you an example. I get the ball over here with Dembele. I realize in this situation, I can't go anywhere. I do a 1-2 backwards. I end up distributing the ball back to my Kamara, back to Dembele, and watch. My awareness is like here. I realize I get the ball in a situation over here with Podence, and I realize I cannot take a shot towards goal. If I take a touch here inwards, he's naturally most of the time gonna take a shot, take a touch like that and take a shot. This player will AI block it. This is the thing. A lot of players, they think, oh, just because I had 5 shots on goal, I deserve to score. You can shoot 50 times from the halfway line, doesn't mean anything. This is why you want to guarantee his chances to watch. The awareness of understanding where my players are. So I pass the ball to my CDM, I recycle the ball, and this time when I go through, I guarantee the goal. Do you see that? I realized at this point over here, I couldn't make the chance. Even if I did, with Podence, he hasn't really exactly got, I think he's right-footed. I really couldn't make a shot from this angle. So I recycled the ball, passed the ball to someone else. Then once I got in a situation, awareness. There's a person in front of me, so I use a skill move, like a fake shot, to beat the player and then to score the goal. This is the most important thing, understanding where your opponents are. So how do you improve your awareness? Well, I would say the first thing is guaranteeing the goal. If you're trying to shoot near post or whatever angle you're trying to shoot at, the most important thing is understanding where your opponents are. A tight game, 4-4, 65 minutes. As you can see, I make a beautiful through ball, try to make a through ball down the wing. I have Neymar with the ball. I do a fake shot, I'm in a space with Neymar. This is the issue. In this situation, you'll find in these situations, I got relatively lucky. He should have realistically got the ball off me. These situations what you want to avoid. Now, yes, I scored a situation and I should rightly so score it, but sometimes the game can screw you over. And that is why you guarantee the shot. Do you know what I normally do in these situations? Most of my goals when I'm attacking from the exact same game, you'll see what I do this time. I'll do L1 triggers and I normally try to create a 1v1 situation. Got a bit lucky here with the deflection, but watch here. When I'm in this situation, awareness also comes in. I see the goalkeeper coming towards me, so I simply do a fake shot around the goalkeeper and then I create a chance, then I take a shot. If I took a shot at this vicinity, let's say over here, when I'm running onto the ball. There's a higher chance my accuracy also reduces, very much so, but also there's a big chance that the ball will just go close to the goalkeeper parry it away. But it's the awareness of doing a fake shot on the goalkeeper, seeing there's no one else around me, pushing the ball away and then taking a shot towards goal, and that way when it's an open net you're basically guaranteed to score. Now with awareness comes positioning. When you're inside the box, generally in all areas, a simple power shot is all you need to score a goal. That's it. But the most important thing is you never take a shot facing head on. You always create the 45-degree angle. You always do it. You have to do it, and if you're in my FIFA school you will see this in the finishing tutorial. And if you don't create a 45-degree angle, if you take a shot head on towards goal, the deviation zone, basically most of the time the ball will go in this region and you basically have the very far region. You ideally want it to go basically in this kind of the zigzag line into the corner. But it's inherently hard to do that. Most of the time the ball will go towards the goalkeeper. If you do not enough power, if you do too much power, then the ball will go completely astray. So you want to get it in between basically these lines. So how do you get it into that red area? Is by creating a 45-degree angle. Instead of facing head on, create the 45-degree angle, then that middle, I'll say that middle radius is more towards a corner. And that's what in turn guarantees the goal. Now in this situation over here, you can see it's a mixture of awareness and positioning. In this situation, I see 2 players in front of me. Now I realize I shouldn't have taken a shot here. The most logical thing to do would be to recycle the ball. Don't take a shot. And you can see if you try taking a shot, most of your time your opponents are going to deflect it. So don't take a shot if you can't score. Okay, so Neil, you showed me some situation where someone blocks the ball and intercepts. So what? That's what I struggle with. What do I do from then? And that's where it comes to skill moves. Now, my choice is a fake shot, the most simplest skill move in the game. Probably the most underrated skill move, probably will always be the most underrated skill in my opinion. As you can see, it's awareness and positioning. There is someone in front of me. Now watch, I've initiated the fake shot, the first time fake shot, before the ball has even arrived to my feet. I'm going to slow this down so you can see it. Look at my controller, right? I made a pass, I've already done the fake shot, and watch, my animation has already kicked in before this guy's even changed from this player to that player. That means I basically got a 50-50 chance of basically scoring. In this situation, of getting past. But in this situation, because he hasn't switched in time, it's almost 100% guaranteed. Even if he does switch, he'll be too late. Some skill moves like the step over has now been nerfed. The bridge skill move is more of an abusive mechanic. But fake shots, agile dribbling, sprint boost, all those give you a kind of a speed boost. Is what you want to create. As you can see here, with the fake shot, I've naturally done two things. I've naturally beaten the guy, number one, awareness, and number two is I've also used the fake shot to create the 45-degree angle. So I basically killed two birds with one stone. Even someone like Dembele, who isn't the best of strikers, and even then, I can finish a very difficult situation. So the key thing is positioning and awareness. Try to kill them both together with a fake shot, and most of the time you'll get through. And that is why most of my goals, we go through some of these goals, you'll see a lot of them, and even with, for example, a cheap thing, because people just think, oh, it's because I have Neymar on my team is the reason why I'm scoring on my goals. Yes, that is a big factor, I'm not going to lie and doubt that, but you can see even with, for example, someone like Promes, a very much underrated player, the same thing. I get the ball to Promes, it's awareness. I know, now he defended this very, very bad. I'm presuming he thought I was going to cut inside, because I think most notably in this entire game, I always kind of went backwards to trick him. But again, I used a skill move in this situation, a scoop turn, to create the 45-degree angle and to create the goal in this situation. And that is the most important thing, creating the angle. This is where positioning and awareness, they come in together. Another situation here, 1-1, 85th minute. It's a tough game. Players are somewhat out of position. I'm down the wing. I realize I can't do that much from here, so watch. I recycle the ball because I got nowhere to go. And we'll get on to understanding in a second. At this situation here, I get the ball with Neymar. Now watch. If I took a shot with Neymar on this situation over here, do you know what? The chance of me scoring would be pretty high. I would say around 70%. But by making a touch inwards and creating that 45-degree angle, I've now made it 95% chance. In these situations, even if your opponent moves the goalkeeper, as I mentioned in the beginning, if you were paying attention, remember I said to you that now you're not facing head on, so that middle zone is always towards the corner. You basically always guarantee the safety. A simple power shot into the back of the net. I got a finish tour on my live YouTube channel as well. You can check that out. And it's very, very simple to score those goals. So always create that 45-degree angle. And this is why, traditionally speaking, I don't like to use finesse shots. Finesse shots are very, very effective. They have their way into the game. Normally when you have these chances like so, I got a bit lucky. But you see over here why I missed this situation. You know why I very simply missed it? It's because I wasn't creating a 45-degree angle. Now, if you're doing a finesse shot, you can do a 90-degree angle. So you could be, for example, like over here, and you could finesse in these situations. In these situations, it's acceptable to use a finesse shot and to be facing 90 degrees. But watch, look at my touch. You see, the reason why I missed this chance, yes, you can argue it's Neymar, but watch, look where I'm facing. I'm facing away from the goal. I want to do a finesse shot like this, facing away from goal. The logic is completely flawed. And that's why you shouldn't take a shot from this radius. If I just took one more touch inwards like that, instead of moving to the right-hand side, it would have been a goal. Because I moved to the right-hand side, I did that finesse shot, is what basically cost me that situation. And that is why positioning ultimately is the most important thing. Even with the most powerful players in the game, you could still miss situations. And that's why when it comes down to it, a simple fix. And this is where it comes to understanding. Understanding that if you have the ball in a certain situation, sometimes you won't score. Like over here, yes, in this situation, I'm going to go be honest with you. I could have realistically passed the ball over here to Mbappe. I knew Mbappe was right-footed. There's a chance, someone blocking the angle. I know I can't get through there. So I passed the ball to the winger with Dembele. I get the ball over here with Promes. I get the ball with Fred. And even with Fred, I know that he can't shoot. He's a midfielder. And this is where the understanding comes in. You ideally want someone who's got a 5-star weak foot up front. That's the ideal situation. Very high finishing. Taking a shot with your midfielder is inherently risky. And if, for example, you get the ball with Promes, for example, you take a shot with your left foot over here. Look, watch. In a situation here, I am facing away from goal. Now, I've created a 45-degree angle, don't get me wrong. It wouldn't be incorrect to shoot in this angle. But maybe just a nitpick. If I took this situation on Promes' left foot, now Promes has a 4-star weak foot. A 4-star weak foot, no matter what anyone tells you, is not good enough. That's why Mbappe is atrocious in striker. Ronaldo can play striker because he's got good shot power. Neymar is much better than Mbappe in striker. Mbappe is one of the worst players I've used in striker. This guy's been missing open goals for me since the first day. Mbappe as a winger, god tier. In striker, I would say no. I'd probably prefer someone like Neymar, is cheaper instead. If I took a shot with Promes on his left foot in this region, there is a big chance I would miss. I know I would probably score this. I would say 60%. Promes isn't a strong player. So what I do is I take a touch inwards, I do a fake shot on the goalkeeper, and then I score. Most players in this situation, when they get the ball in this area over here, they'll take a shot with Fred. They'll panic. I pass the ball to Promes. Now, even in this situation here, I beat the play with a skill move. I still go the extra mile to guarantee the goal. That is something you have to understand. That's what I mean with understanding. Understand what players in the ball. Certain players can do certain things. There is no doubt that Neymar does definitely help me, but it depends on the situation. You can see, for example, I'm going to go to this situation over here. This is an example of where I use a simple goal near post. Now, near post is a very effective way of scoring. Now, you can see even with some of the top tier players in the game, if you're not in a good position to score, it won't go into the back of the net. Even over here, look. Now, realistically, with Dembele, I could have taken a shot, for example, like over here. Now, you see a lot of players in this situation, they will take a shot over here, again, facing away from goal. But you see how I create that 45-degree angle and then take that shot? It's to understand that if you take a shot from this radius and you're facing away from goal, and you're not creating, I would say, a direct 45-degree angle like over here, you're basically creating a 45-degree angle away from goal, there is a big chance you're going to miss. It's understanding to know, look, there's space in front of you, utilize that space, and then create that 45. Even over here, you can see once I create the angle, I didn't just shoot facing head on. I made sure I created that 45-degree angle. Look at my left analog stick. I'm facing into a 45-degree angle. Once I create the 45-degree angle, then I took a shot. Now, if I told you the chance of me scoring over here, I would say is 60%, and over here it's probably 95%. That small step is the biggest difference. So if you're ever unsure, create that 45-degree angle. And most of the time, if you're in a 1v1 situation, you can just do a fake shot on the goalkeeper. I mean, even over here, in this situation over here, watch, you can see when I have the ball over here, I'm winning 1-0. I do an L1 trigger. I set Neymar going through. I could probably have scored in that situation, but you see how I create that 45-degree angle at the same time with the fake shot, and then I take a shot. Goalkeeper's got no chance, and this is how simple it is to finish. Yes, I know sometimes your opponent is parking the bus, but most of the time, if you can't score, and if you have the awareness, the positioning, and you know, for example, in certain, like over here, I know if I pass the ball to Dembele in this situation, I know that realistically I'm going to score, then you can take that. But let's say, for example, just a tad bit earlier, let's say, for example, if I had the ball in this situation over here, and I passed the ball to Neymar, the better player, Neymar couldn't have done that much in this situation, so we still have to beat this player. But I knew that Dembele was clear and a free. Even in this situation, I didn't just take a first time shot across goal. There's two options. I could have done a lofted pass over here to Neymar running in, or lofted through ball, should I say, or I could just guarantee the goal. You see how I take matters in my own hand, guarantee the goal, I'll ask questions later. So if you're ever unsure, create the angle towards goal. And as I said, the fake shot is probably the best thing you can do. In these situations, goalkeeper coming towards you, most of the time, if you're ever panicking, just do a simple fake shot. You'll beat the goalkeeper and you'll beat the player with the 45 with a fake shot, and then you'll basically score a goal. And that's how simple it is. Honestly, just keep it very, very simple. And you can see with Lucas Moura, another example over here, I get the ball like so, and as you see I'm running towards my opponent. Here if I take a shot, he's defending manually the left hand side, goalkeeper's got the right hand side, create the 45-degree angle, then I take a shot, and then I guarantee the goal. And that is how you can easily increase your rates of success rate in front of the box or in front of the goal. Remember, awareness, understanding where your players are, where the goalkeeper is, where your opponent is, positioning, make sure you have the 45-degree angle, and I would say also understanding of the situation. Is there a chance for me scoring? Is the player got a 5-star weak foot? All those together is what basically creates a situation. If you can't score, always go back. Never just shoot to play for a corner if you're unsure. Only shoot when there's a guaranteed shot towards goal, and you'll increase your shooting chances exponentially. Thanks for watching, guys. Take it easy, and I'll catch you next time.